All right, after like 6-8 weeks of debacle on the Tonex deal and having to order a new case and build a completely new pedal board to fit the 2 Tonex pedals. Guess what? I didn't even like take into consideration that my case will not close with a double-decker pedal. It's not gonna work. Ugh. And having to build a completely new pedal board to fit the 2 Tonex pedals. The board is finished, and the case came today. Creation made an incredible case, I'm counting on it, we're gonna find out right now, that fits this pedal board exactly with the riser and everything. So let's unbox it together and let's see how it all fits. All right, so here's the case. Oh my goodness, it's stinking massive. And it weighs a ton. Like, I know they did their best, but in their defense, I ordered like the built-in casters and the telescoping handle and all that stuff. So this thing's massive. Again, I'm not flying with this thing. It's gonna do some local gigs and obviously just handle its lion's share just at church, moving between my house and church and this office and the auditorium and stuff like that. So let's dig in and let's open her up and see how she fits. Beautiful Creation logo. Here's that telescoping handle. Amazing, amazing. Those live-in casters. Yes, yes. Looks amazing, looks amazing. Actually, for a case this big, it's actually pretty light. So they did an incredible job. I think whatever material they used is a little bit different, some sort of honeycomb thing or whatever. But this handle's amazing. Feels super good, super high quality. I am stoked on it. And the wheels are super smooth. Whole thing feels just like really sturdy. So this is actually like the top. So it's going to be sort of a live-in case where the pedals are actually going to sit in this bottom piece, and then this is the top that sits over it. So you actually lay it down. Not, you know, it's kind of counterintuitive because the wheels are there, but this is the way it actually lays down, unlike some cases, and it's just because of that, you know, monstrosity happening there. So let's open her up and let's do our first fit. So that's the custom foam job I was talking about. They did this this tiered foam for me, and I gave them some pretty exact measurements of my board, and they seem to have nailed it. And you can see it's like kind of multi-layered, so this stuff is probably a little bit more forgiving, and then this stuff is a little higher density. So I just have to remember which orientation to put this. I don't know if it's universal, if I can flip it around or not, but I'm sure that won't be too big of an issue. But let's try it out. All right, the first thing I noticed when I first set it in here is at least this dimension, you can see there's wiggle room there. I actually really appreciate that for a lot of reasons. One of the main ones is that I have these jacks that kind of hang over just a little bit, and I was worried that if it was going to be an exact thing that it would cause some issues. Likewise over here I have, you know, a MIDI jack, and then this is pretty flush, but some of these jacks on the side, and depending on what I do with my pedal board in the long run, sometimes like I might need to take this and shift it all the way over and have this plug like totally hang off. And like seeing there's wiggle room on both sides is actually a good thing, because then I know that I won't really have to worry about that. So let's see how the lid goes on. So when I put it down, I didn't really feel like it was compressing all that much. but I do feel sort of the foam hits like right there. So it's not like, you know, a crazy amount or anything, but it's definitely there. Let's see how much wiggle room it has. So I'm just kind of seeing how much wiggle room there is, like when I, you know, kind of move it around, and I feel the pedal board moving around at all in there, and I really don't feel much. No, I really don't feel much movement at all, which is awesome. Looks like, yeah, there's just the one handle on this one side. I think I might have been maybe anticipating another handle, but I don't know if it matters. Yeah, there's only one handle like that on the case. That's all right. But yeah, that way, and then kind of flipping it over like this. I really don't feel any movement. So Colin, who built this case, did a great job measuring it and getting it all kind of dialed in. And it feels like it's like putting the lid on wasn't hard at all, went on super easy. I think there's enough, you know, wiggle room on all the sides to where, you know, the case coming down didn't put some awkward stress on any, you know, cables or anything. And you know, obviously the board like shifted to one side just because I was, you know, leaning it up on that side, but no big deal at all on that. That's gonna happen. So obviously everyone, you know, needs to know, do the settings get changed when you take it out of the case? That's the big, you know, that's the big reveal. And I don't think any of my settings got changed from where I had them. This Benson was like pretty much exactly at 6, and that's there, and I know where kind of this was at, and that all looks great. So these Strymons don't matter. Obviously, it's really just my overdrives primarily, and the Cali 76 that the settings matter. Everything else is kind of digital. But man, great job, creation. Great job, Colin. Thanks for building this. Thanks for taking on this project and putting in the extra care that it needed. And thanks for this sweet foam. And so good job overall. Appreciate your creation. If anyone's looking for a custom case for their pedal board, highly recommend them. Go check them out. Have a good one.